Good morning, everybody. You probably can hear me before the video starts, so I'll start talking. What do you think of that? As I was watching myself on TV, actually, with my recorded hit. Anyway, I hope all is well. I forgot to get coffee. I only have a little bit left. That's okay. I've had enough. Hope everybody's having a good day. Happy Saturday to you all. It was a beautiful morning. A little fog in the shoals right along the water. But other than that, a lot of sunshine, beautiful sunrise. It happened about 6:50 a.m. Remember, your sunrise times will go all the way to like 7:08 or something like that before we turn the clocks back an hour. And if you're a morning person, beginning on November 3rd, you will have an earlier sunrise back to like 6:08 again. Of course, the sun sets will be before 5 o'clock, and that's what everybody talks about the most. Even though I think most people get up early in the morning for like school and work, but nonetheless, change is coming. You want to talk about a crazy temperature roller coaster? It's wild. We had some cool temperatures this week. Have warm temperatures today and tomorrow. A little breeze tomorrow, lots of sunshine. And then a cold front comes through Sunday night and you think, I might get some rain. Nope, no rain. It's a dry frontal passage, but what it does is it knocks your temperatures right back down for next week. In fact, even colder than the air mass we just had, with some areas that will be in the 30s Wednesday and Thursday morning. That's chilly for this time of year, definitely. This time of year for me is very special in October. I love the Tennessee Valley. I moved here in November 2022. I checked out houses in October, came down from Connecticut. I was here for like 2 days, saw 10 houses, put an offer on one, and the weather was delightful. And then I stay here, and I'm here the next year. In October last year, it was simply delightful again. So like, I'm loving the weather here in October. The one thing I can say, it's almost too good to be true because we haven't had any rain this month, and that's getting to be a problem. But I love the cool mornings, and I love the warm afternoons, and I love that when the evening comes, I have to put a hoodie back on when I'm sitting on my patio. I love it. It's awesome. D, what are you doing, my friend? Good morning, Jeff. We made it, everyone. The weekend is here. Woohoo, weekend. Even though I work harder on the weekends, I do during the week, but yay, weekend, yay. A pretty busy day today, but it's all good. I'm glad I get to spend a little time with you all here this morning, which is fantastic. Boston, good morning from Memphis. When will we see any rain again? It's a great question. I would probably venture to say end of October, seriously. The forecast models literally have no rain in our area for like, well, today's what, the 12th? So 12th, forecast models yesterday had some rain for us on the 24th and 25th. That's been pushed back to the 27th. So yeah, 2 weeks still. We may, if we don't get that frontal boundary towards the end of the month, we could maybe go the whole month without rain for many locations here in the Tennessee Valley, and I would imagine for Memphis as well, where you're at, Boston. It doesn't look good for rain. We made progress in September, believe it or not. I know some people don't believe me when I say that. But we made progress in September. The drought monitor, when it was updated on the 3rd of October, came back good. We got rid of a lot of the bright colors. But when we got the update on the 10th, which was last Thursday, Eric Burke released it that morning, and there was a lot of red and back with that burnt orange color. I'll show you the graphic in a little bit. And it's back for like Giles, Lincoln County, and like northern Limestone County. So it's going to probably get worse. The one thing we have going for us, like unlike the summer times, you have a lot less daylight hours. The sun's not quite as intense, but still, you don't get rain, you don't get rain. So, and that can kind of stink. Hi, Teresa. I see you on. Teresa Woodbury. Good morning. I love these temps. So do I. Refreshing. I walk out the front door in the morning before I come here, and boom, it wakes me right up. I love it. Let's look at some cameras. Let's talk about how beautiful it is outside. You don't need to see me. Hi, Omar. Good to see you. Good morning to you, my friend. Hope all is well. Vacation Valley. Good morning, Jeff, and all. Beautiful morning. The sun was streaming through my kitchen window so bright that I thought I left my kitchen light on last night. Yeah, looks beautiful. Yeah, Boston, no severe weather chances. Can't really have severe weather if you don't have any rain. Yeah, it's going to be a tricky one. No severe weather chances. Even with a front passing through Sunday night, you would think there'd be something, but it's not. It's just colder temperatures. There's a live look at East Limestone where I literally recorded the sunrise this morning. Gunnersville, I see a little fog for you too, not much. Clearing up whatever fog was on the water, or smoke on the water, I call it as a joke. Cleared up. Same with the shoals. You can see one little pocket of fog hanging on there by the end of the dam, but otherwise looking pretty good. Parkway's been looking good all morning. Plenty of sunshine there. Decatur had a beautiful sunrise, and cute little spider on the camera all morning. It was very Halloween-esque. You had this like orange glow to the sky with a spider on the camera. Felt very Halloween. Madison, 565 looks good. Plenty of sunshine. Awesome Athens, 53 degrees and looking good for you too. Overall looking really nice. Vacation Valley. Good morning, Rendo. Saying hi to everybody. Vacation Valerie, the hostess with the mostest. Rocket Center camera looks good too. So there you go. That's all your cameras, everybody. When we'll see our first severe... Foston, the season goes... Like a season is a season. So like when you see your first fall severe weather event, maybe... Who knows? I mean, we got to wait for a front. You got to wait for something to trigger it. There's nothing in the next 2 weeks. So, you know, I'd say we might be clear for October and then maybe try in November, but we'll see what happens. You know, it all comes down to you got to have something to spark severe weather. And there's nothing but high pressure in our forecast for like the next 3 weeks. So it's going to be really, really hard to have any kind of severe weather. Vacation Valerie, the hostess with the mostest, saying hi to everybody. Justin, what's up? Jeff, since last week you said no MCSs in the foreseeable future. No. When does our secondary tornado season start? God, everybody wants bad weather. Like it comes like you can really truly have a tornado here any time of the year, Justin. So like for our area here, I know there's specific seasons where it spikes up, and there is a spike up at the end of November into December for the Tennessee Valley. And it's time will tell if we have any severe weather. You know, we don't really see that like in the forecast. Like we don't look at it. Like we know there's going to be a day or two that probably will have some strong storms. But usually the end of November and December, we have another spike. Obviously our spring season's the biggest, but yeah, right now there's nothing. Like I don't have anything to find even for you. Hey, homecoming today. No severe weather today. Looking good. Around 80 degrees. Kickoff looks good. And they're taking on Bethune-Cookman. And a good chance for Alabama A&M to get that win. Bethune-Cookman's 0-5 this year, so Bama got to just bring it. Go ahead. Bulldogs. Also, UNA is in action. They had a pancake breakfast this morning at 7. They're running a 5K right now. The game's not till 6, so they got the Lions Walk at 3:45. They are taking Abilene Christian, who is a really good team. But if UNA wins, they go to 3-1 in conference, and they would actually tie Abilene Christian for first place. Big game tonight for them. And when they kick off, temperatures will be dropping. When the sun goes down, it's going to get cool quick, but not as chilly as it was the previous 2 mornings. We're in the upper 50s, clear and nice. And wardrobe selection, vital to your comfort for the next 3 days. You could probably get away with shorts and a t-shirt Sunday, and you might want a jacket or a hoodie for Monday, Tuesday. That drop is real. And that's a great question. You all keep asking about severe weather and when we're going to get our next severe weather. You would think that a potent cold front like this would spark some kind of severe weather Sunday night into Monday, but this is not the case. There's nothing there. So it just brings colder temperatures with a few clouds as it passes by. It's essentially what we call a dry fropa, fropa being frontal passage. And we can call it a cold front, cool front, whatever you want to call it, but it does bring much cooler air for next week and eventually some really cold nights. Looking good for the Liz Hurley ribbon run next Saturday, and pretty nice. Temperatures do rebound a bit. It looks like the way this will work for the end of the month, we're up, we drop, we go back up to end the month, but not like hot, but we just don't stay cool the rest of the month, so I hope that helps. Vacation Valerie saying hi. Foston says loves the Shoals. The Shoals is pretty cool. Hi, Brenda King. Good to see you on. Comment 3 minutes ago, and I'm a little late in the action, but good to see you on. I hope all is well. Thank you for watching. Michael, what's up, buddy? Good morning, Jeff. Loving the cooler air. Feels good. How your gardens doing? They might got a little frost on the mums and pumpkins next week. I don't know. You got some mums in the garden? Your garden always looks so beautiful, but a little cool this morning, right? Wake up this morning, go outside, and I was like, woo. I still ran the air in the truck, though, on my way here. I do not put heat on in my truck ever. Well, I do when it's really cold. But good morning to you, my friend. I hope all is well. Foston says, dang it, not good for any rain. Yeah, not good. We could use a little rain. I mean, it's tough as a meteorologist. Like, I'm so giddy about how much sunshine's in the forecast, but I get, like, the seriousness of that we need rainfall. So it's I'm torn between two. No, that's a song that you don't want me to sing. But, yeah, I mean, when it's good, it's good. You know, it's almost too good. Amanda, what's up? Hey, everyone, good morning. Hi, Amanda. Good to see you on. Hope all's well. I don't think I gave you the website about the spiders. I think Vacation Valley took care of that. And if so, great. Or did I send something? I don't remember. I'm very absent-minded. But anyway, I heard rumors that you're interested and you're going to give them a look into it a bit more. And I think that's fantastic. I love when people are excited about weather. I love it. Kyle, good, happy Saturday to you. Hope all is well. A little chilly up in your neck of the woods this morning, right? Some mid-40s for you, I think. Kyle's working this weekend. Everybody working for the weekend. I don't know why I want to sing this morning. I was singing, getting the shows put together this morning, and I'm sure anybody who could hear me was like, stop singing. You're horrible. Hi, Patty. Good to see you. Hey, that's a great name to see in the morning. How are you doing? Good to see you on. Hope all's well. Let me show you one thing. Brad made this graphic last night. I didn't even know this existed, so that's why Brad's Brad. And he's awesome. Keeps you guys updated. All right, so there is a comment. I had to look at my little cheat sheet on how to say it, though, because I don't know how to say it. Brad leaves this message. Let me see here. So this is the Chuchin Shan Atlas, A3 Chuchin Shan Atlas comment. So you can, supposedly this way this works, is that for the next couple of nights, right after sunset, which is approximately, I want to say like 6:10-ish, 6:14. So approximately 15 minutes after the sun goes down, look to the west, which is where the sun sets, and you should be able to see a comet just to the east of Venus. Now, you can see it with the naked eye, but if you have binoculars, it works really, really, really well. Now, I've never seen it before. Nobody's ever seen it. I mean, next time it comes is like 800,000 years away. So anyway, you have a chance to see something that most people will never see. So if you're out and about and you do get a look, please let me know. I would love to. I mean, I guess you could set up a tripod camera time-lapse. I don't know. I mean, some people will be really into this, I'm sure. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what goes on the social media. Because obviously we had the Northern Lights this week. We did G5 a couple months ago. We did G4 here this last week. You could see the difference in the colors. It wasn't quite as vivid, but it was still beautiful. Some of the pictures we got were a bit photoshopped, but they still worked. You could see how beautiful the sky was. But yeah, it was nice. If you see it, let me know. But you want to look west, right where the sun goes down. And don't look at your phone before you try to look up in the sky to see the comet. Because what happens is the light from your phone, your eyes aren't adjusting to the darkness and it won't work. You want to try to keep your eyes like going into the darkness and let it happen naturally. But if you start looking at your phone, you'll ruin it. You won't see it. You have a great Saturday too, Patty. It's always good to see you. Always good to see you. Brenda King says, refreshing and beautiful weather. That it is, which is great for this next graphic. Matthew King is so funny. He's so creative with the way he writes. So he was like, the Falkville should just do, like, they should promote their fall festival by saying Falkville and like spell out fall before the K in the Ville. And you have a natural fall festival Falkville graphic. It would be great. Anyway, they have live entertainment taking place. It goes till 3 p.m. Family fun, vendors, good times, and those are the live entertainment lineup that they have, including Bailey Mountain Boys, which kick off at 9:50. And in about 4 minutes, Dry Creek Bluegrass will kick off, and they play for about 45 minutes. And yeah, good times to be had by all if you're headed down that way. And lots of stuff happening. I told you, festivals and everything else, the dragon boat races. And that is in the Shoals. Let me get the times on that. The Dragon Boat raises great money. It's really awesome. So it kicks off at 8:30. So at McFarland Park in Florence in the Shoals area, 8:30 to 4 p.m. this Saturday, which is happening right now. I don't think you can go ahead and register anymore, which is there's a site, there's a place on the website you can, but I don't think registration's happening anymore. And they have food vendors and everything else happening there too. So I'm trying to cover all the events that are taking place. There's more. I can't keep up with them all. I'm only one person. Alyssa, good morning. Sure was a little nippy this morning. Yeah, a little chilly, a little refreshing. Hello, fall. It's funny because Last month, everyone's like, oh, I can't wait for fall-like temperatures. I want it so bad. And I'm like, yeah, you got to wait a little bit around here because it takes a while. And now it feels fall-like. And I actually had 2 people this morning go, it was a little cold this morning. I was like, okay. We can't win. We can't win. Omar, that's Decatur and the Tennessee River behind you. Thank you, Omar, for always giving me the update on what's on the camera behind me, and I appreciate that. Amanda, loving these temps. Can't wait for next week. Yeah, everyone, those of you who like the fall-like temperatures, you're like, oh, this weekend, it's a little too warm. But, even though the days are warm, and I'm kind of joking around, but 80s, the nights aren't bad. Like just waking up this morning, obviously it was nippy this morning, right? So tomorrow morning, probably not as cool, but still some upper 50s is not bad. And, what's nice about October in the Tennessee Valley, you can have those cool mornings and still have those warm afternoons where you get a little bit of both in the same day and everybody's happy. The porridge is just right. I mean, there's some people who want cool temperatures all day. There's some people who don't want cool temperatures at all. So, just a reminder, the very last text deadline is the 23rd. Oh, look at this. This is valuable information. Vacation Valley does taxes. And she says, just a reminder, the very last tax deadline for the 23rd, is Tuesday for most. There is no special extension for Helene areas. Isn't that crazy? Speaking of hurricanes, I'm just going to talk about this for just one little moment. Milton makes landfall. I'm a little frustrated this week because I hear somebody from Florida talking about comparing it to Helene, and there should never be comparison when you have a natural disaster that causes fatalities and loss of life and injuries and destruction. It's not like it's not for an eye here, okay? Everybody who was impacted by Milton has suffered tremendous life-changing devastation, and it's going to be a while till they get back on their feet. If they ever do, and they may relocate, you never know, okay? But my point is on this is that we should never be comparing natural disasters on who got hurt worse. You know what I mean? And crazy when I heard that from the governor. Ridiculous. But also another thing too is I was kind of shocked. When we have hurricanes, everyone knows that the category of the hurricane is only the winds. So heavy rain, storm surge, any kind of spin-up tornadoes aren't part of the equation. So when it was a Cat 5, and I think a lot of people, when they heard it made landfall as Cat 3, they're like, oh, it's only a Cat 3. It got weaker. It's still a Cat 3 hurricane. And it's just the winds that dropped a little bit, and that was it. And there was tremendous amounts of flooding and isolated tornadoes. What happens is you get these outer bands of rain that work around the hurricane, right? And the friction of that rain hitting the land slows them down to surface, but the speed at the top is still pretty fast. So you twist the air. A lot of times it's like an EF0, EF1. This particular situation over the Milton landfall was these wild tornadoes that developed. Some of them may be EF2, EF3. National reporter on NBC said it was an EF3, but they haven't done a survey yet, so she has no idea what it was. And saying that air was not right. We don't know what they are yet. It's going to be very hard to survey the damage of the tornadoes because there was so much rain and destruction after they touched down. So there are so many elements to a hurricane just than the winds, right? The angle that the storm hits land. We've talked about this many times, right? So we see a national package this morning. It was amazing to me that people that were on east side of Florida just were like, well, we were on the east side. We didn't think we were going to be affected, when so many meteorologists were like, hey, no matter where you are in Florida, you run the risk of these isolated tornadoes, and it doesn't matter if you're on the east side or the west side of the state, everybody could have an impact. And it was just shocking to me watching the national package this morning on how surprised people were that tornadoes can happen during hurricanes. And that's a big problem. You get these spin-up tornadoes or something even a little bit stronger. And yeah, it can be very, very dangerous for sure. That's exactly what happened with this system with Milton. All right, what I'm going to do, everybody, I just have to I missed a couple comments because I was talking about the hurricane a little bit. So bear with me for just a moment. I saw a comment from my good buddy Sean, and I got to talk to him because, Sean, I miss chatting with you. I only get to chat with you in the fall when you go hunting, my friend. There he is. Sean, what's up, boss? What does the weather look like the week of the 21st, roughly? Sean, I'm telling you right now, my good buddy, and 9 minutes ago you wrote this comment, and I'm sorry that I answered so slowly. It looks good. I mean, like it looks good. It might be after a cool down this week, it warms up and it looks good. I mean, maybe some morning fog. We'd have to kind of, look at the individual day itself. But big picture is there's not much rain for the rest of the month, if any at all. And I would plan on some sunshine. National Gumbo Day, huh, Tweety? I got you. I love gumbo. How many of you like seafood gumbo? Jeff. Amanda, going to sign up for that October 21st class. Good for you, Amanda. I hope you enjoy it. It's really fun. It gives you a basic idea of all the basics that you can see when you go outside, so you can be educated on what you need to do, right? And you go outside, you see like a shelf cloud coming, you know what it is. You point up, you say, I got it. If you see scud clouds, you know that there's not really a tornado. It's just scud clouds. Happens all the time. People think those are tornadoes all the time. Anyway, good stuff. Spotter classes, get involved. Love that. And Amanda wants to do that. You can do that through the National Weather Service. She's going to the class October 21st. Can't beat it. And it gives you like the basics so that when you go outside, you know what you're looking at. It's awesome. Stan Barbie, good morning, Jeff Denori and all. My gluing on the water line, I pray is good. I put a plug where the other one was connected. Stress crack I put together yesterday, set for 24 hours, full strength for the red hot blue glue. I was singing a little lover boy working for the weekend. You like that version? It's the Jeff Denoyer version is what it is. But anyway, I'm glad the water leak worked out for you, Stan. I was thinking about you the other day. I was like, gosh, I hope you got that fixed. That can be tough. Brett, good morning from Orange Beach. Perfect down here. Brett, enjoy your beach time. I think there's about 50 people I follow me that are at the beach this weekend, including some viewers that used to watch me in Rhode Island, and they're in Cancun right now, like my friend Barbara Ann. I'm a little jealous, I'm not gonna lie. I love beach time. Tamara, good morning. Can't stay, gotta run some early errands. Good to see everyone, love you. Tamara, appreciate the hello. Run your errands, enjoy the sunshine, beautiful morning. A little low angle sun in the morning, get your sunglasses ready to go, you all right. Casey, what's up? Happy Saturday. Looks like great weather for tomorrow's Microwave Dave Day at the Lumberyard. Yeah, I mean, you got to have sunshine for the Microwave Dave Day. I love that. And one of those many events taking place in the Tennessee Valley, which is so awesome and so much to do. Even if you just go outside and take a walk for 10 minutes, it's worth it, right? Yeah, gumbo does sound good there, Vacation Valerie. There's Barbara Ann Littlefield. Just was talking about you. She says, good morning, Jeff. 9 minutes ago. A little behind. But she's in Cancun, and she sent me a picture of the sunrise at the beach, and I was like, so good. Glenda, good morning to you in Somerville. Have a fantastic day. Always a pleasure to see you on. Vacation Valley talking about how great the National Weather Service spotter class is. It's awesome. Yeah, how is Max doing, my friend Stan? Vacation Valley, always asking the right questions. The hostess with the mostest. I love it. Hi, Michelle Ann Robinson. Good to see you. Good morning. Happy coffee time. I would cheers, but all I have left is just a little bit of coffee. There it is. All gone. Vacation Valerie saying to have a great day. Good day. Alyssa says it's hard to transition from shorts to long pants. Yeah, I mean, wardrobe selection is vital this time of year. And if you don't pay attention to the forecast, you're going to be caught off guard. You're going to be outside with a hoodie on and it's 88 degrees on Sunday. You're going to be like, I thought they said it was going to be cooler. That's why it's so important to listen to the forecast. No, I'm just playing with you. Shorts and long pants. Yeah, I actually have kind of transitioned to more jeans right now. I haven't worn shorts so much this week, even with the warmer temperatures. And then I'm back and forth on t-shirt, hoodie kind of thing. Like I said on air this morning, I probably say it's too much. I'm like, you do you, boo. I'm never going to tell you what to wear. I'm just going to say, do you, whatever you're comfortable with. I mean, last year we had a sleet storm and it was like, single digits, and I'm at Costco and guys walking in with shorts and a t-shirt. Okay, you do you. Vacation Valley, there is a special extension for Helene. Oh, there is. I'm so sorry. Vacation Valley, I misunderstood you. I apologize. So there is an extension for victims. How about Milton too? I was just wondering. Milton didn't cover as much area. And I think that's another thing that is kind of, it was the exclusive damage to Central Florida. I read a post the other day, and this guy was like, yeah, it didn't do anything they said it wasn't going to do. It was a weak storm. what? Like, have you looked at the images? Like, everything's demolished. Like, I mean, it maybe wasn't as big of a scope of Helene because the rainfall was really the issue with Helene, and that covers more of an area. But yeah, it was pretty bad. Douglas, what's up? Good morning, Jeff D, and to everyone on here. Good morning to you. Good to see you on. Everybody's saying hello. Douglas talking about how he had to go to North Carolina and did some work there. Katie Smith, good morning. RTR and Roar Lions, just talking about the UNA homecoming happening right now. Well, the game kicks off in the evening, and the Lions walk isn't until 3:45. But the parade starts at 11:55 or something like that. And RTR, speaking of RTR, Alabama's got a game today at 11 a.m. kickoff. So all you tailgating right now for the Alabama game, and I'm starting to look like there's two of me up here, slow down. You still got 2.5 hours till kickoff, okay? I know tailgating, when it has to start at 8 o'clock in the morning, I mean, that's an early morning tailgate. I get it. Special good morning to Vacation Valerie right there, Douglas. That's nice. That's a good one. I'm going to like that because Vacation Valerie deserves that. Danielle, what's up? Ready for the cold front? You just had a cold front. Come on, girl. Really? You got another one coming. I know it's a little warm this week. I know. And I know you like it cool. And also, speaking of cool, your pictures that you sent me the other morning were cool, and I thank you. And before I go deeper into the forecast, thank you to everybody who sent pictures of the Northern Lights the other night. Thank you. I mean, they were awesome. I was trying to put as many on my page as I possibly could. I started to fall behind. But nonetheless, thank you. The pictures were awesome. A beautiful glow in the sky, of course. And Danielle sent me some pictures, too, in the Gunnersville area that were just absolutely amazing and good stuff. And then we put the pictures up, and there was somebody on our 48 page like, that's not real. It is. We're good. The Northern Lights don't happen here, but they did, and it's happened twice here in the Tennessee Valley this year. Brett says, it's Shrimp Fest in Gulf Shores, not to make you more jealous. Well, that just took it over the edge, my friend. Because I love me some shrimp, and I'm so hungry right now, and I have so much to do this morning. I don't know what I'm going to eat, but that's okay. But that sounds delish. You have a good time. Shrimp Fest. That just sounds like all different kinds of shrimp that just sound good. I imagine some gumbo, eh? Gumbo day? You'd want some gumbo on gumbo day, right? Got the glasses. That's what I'm here for, Tamara. Forecast update. Don't forget the sunglasses. Yeah, no Vacation Valley. You're not vacationing for a little while, huh? Taking a little time off. There you go. Danielle. You can say go Dogs. You can say whatever you want to do. I say go Dogs too, being Bulldogs, A&M Bulldogs, that is. Hey, we did a couple of we did a story from the field last night where everybody was at the tailgate and doing their thing on the Friday night. And I'm telling you right now, I'm looking at all that food that I see at that tailgate last night at the Alabama A&M, and I was like, that looks good. And I got really hungry. And then we did Kitchen Cops, and I didn't feel so hungry after that. All good. Vacation Valley says they haven't sent out anything yet about Milton, but some have already covered by the Helene extension. But I expect they will extend to those not covered also. Yeah, that's a great point to bring up, Vacation Valley. And I'm going to put the 10-day forecast up so you don't have to see me, so you can keep looking at how all the sunshine icons I have in here. There we go. 10 days up, so you can look at that. But I will talk about that. A lot of times, Helene and Milton really did truly hit two separate locations. But there was a little bit of a crossover where those two areas were, like, for instance, in Tampa and parts of Florida. So there was some areas that had both, but most areas didn't. So it wasn't like Milton hit completely the same areas, but they may have to extend a tax break for some people, extension for areas, especially for areas like in Central and more towards South Florida that were hit really hard, or the East Coast of Florida, for instance. Daniel says, you're welcome. It was beautiful, talking about the Northern Lights picture, that it was, and it is very real, Vacation Valley says. We all saw it with our very own eyes. But there was someone that was convinced that we were making up all the pictures on 48's page. That's a big old dope. That's what that is. It was beautiful. You don't play games, Vacation Valerie. You leave right after the wedding, huh? Helen says, good morning, Jeff. Roll Tide, roll. RTR, 11 o'clock. Bouncing back after that game last week against Vanderbilt. Against South Carolina. Speaking of South Carolina, I don't know if anybody has ever heard of Shane Rattler. He quarterbacked for Oklahoma Sooners for a while. Anyway, he was quarterback for South Carolina for many years. Always kind of been a fan of him. He got booed off the field in Oklahoma. I thought he got a kind of a tough break. Anyway, he's starting for the New Orleans Saints this weekend with Derek Carr's injury. Kind of cool. If you're a Sooner fan, like we are in our house, you know this stuff. Douglas says, yeah, the kitchen cops kind of made me search rapidly for food stores everywhere I go now. If it's a drive-through, I simply ask. Hey, everything in life's a risk, including fast food. I'm okay with that risk. I love fast food, I'm not going to lie. I gave it up for about 2 months, but the last couple of days I've been really bad. Been really busy. Whenever I'm busy, I eat fast food. Stan talking about Max. He's sleeping a little bit more, but still a little bit of back constant pain. Well, I hope Max feels better, and I know that can be tough, Stan. I'll be thinking about little Max. I'm going to put a little heart to that too. We always want our puppies to be good. Glenda, good morning, everyone. Have a super Saturday and be blessed. I love that advice. Fantastic. All the above sounds good, Glenda. And look at this. It's Quint, and it's Quint Hooper. I love that name. Time to cook some chili and cornbread. I'm coming over. When are we eating, my friend? There's your 10-day forecast. Like I said, wardrobe selection vital to comfort. Probably not going to wear what you wear today and Sunday on Tuesday or Wednesday, especially if you're up early in the morning. Big time change. Katie says, I couldn't see the aurora from my yard this time, but got a few pics from the appearance in May. There you go. Yeah, like I said, we had 2 looks. Like the one in May was epic. This one was good too, don't get me wrong. Here I am comparing, and I shouldn't. I just got done preaching about how we shouldn't compare natural disasters. But I'm comparing because the looks were a little deeper in May in terms of the red hues and stuff. This was a little bit softer look. It doesn't mean it was bad. It just, it was just not quite as vivid, but still gorgeous. Now, I was getting pictures from people who I met across the U.S., and I can say this, the pictures I got from the northern latitudes were a lot redder hues, and it was just in more enriched color. And I'm going by the pictures that weren't photoshopped, because we had one that we aired that was completely photoshopped. And it was beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it was definitely enhanced. Teresa says, chili going into the smoker soon. It's the small things in life that make me happy. Love that. I feel like I can smell it when you put it in. I'll be like, chili, so y'all making me want some chili big time. Chili sounds good. Quinn says, going to pick up some hot chocolate this week. I'm in the mood. Yeah, bring on the hot chocolate. A little whipped cream on top. I got some other things I add to it that are really good. Not when I'm on air, but good stuff. Amanda, I couldn't see the aurora this time from Moore's Mill, but did see the red glow to the north coming from Hazel Green. Well, there you go. Saw it. Saw it. It counts. Good stuff. Sometimes, like for me, my view is so obstructed with tree, I can't see it. I'd have to go north and see it. I could never see it from my house. But I get pictures from you all, and I just live vicariously through you all and just listen to pictures. Vacation Valerie, she says, a smoker. That sounds yummy. It does sound yummy, and I'm starving. And normally I keep Facebook Live going to about 8:45, but I am going to have to cut it short just a little bit today. If you have any questions about the forecast or anything else, you can always hit me up on my Facebook page. The video will be played afterwards. So often when you watch it later today, if you're watching this in the afternoon, it's not live at that point anymore. I had somebody who just literally stopped following me, and she was so nice, and I always like talking to her, Tracy, and she just stopped following me because she thought I was ignoring her when she watched the video back at like 3 in the afternoon, but I wasn't there. It was recorded. I couldn't answer your questions. But generally, if you do ask a question on my videos afterwards, I try to get back to you. It just happened to be that one day I didn't really answer anybody after I left here, but whatever. Vacation Valerie says, I do have a great place to get some awesome hot chocolate. In fact, if you're in the mood for some hot chocolate, and Quint, I have a hookup that's pretty good, but I can't announce it on this Facebook Live. You have to message me, but everyone gets it from there. They have peanut butter, chocolate sundae, this French vanilla. These are all hot chocolate flavors, and they're really good. I have so many at my house, packets of it, because of Lori. Lori gave me like a lifetime supply of hot chocolate. I'm not kidding you. Douglas says, I know exactly what goes in hot chocolate. Yeah, my face just blushed right there. You see that? Stan says, later, Jeff. Later, my friend. Thoughts and prayers to Max. Glad the pipe is better. Hopefully it holds that glue. Quint says, have a blessed day, guys. And that's awesome. You too, Quint. A little good cup of hot cocoa makes some chili. Vacation Valley, that is exactly it. Tweety says there's a garlic festival in good old Connecticut. I've been to that garlic festival a few times, and I'll tell you right now, I got some pretty nasty breath when I leave that festival, but the food is usually really good. They make food with all the different garlic recipes, and they have different flavored garlic. Some of it's pickled. Oh my God, it's so good. The garlic festival is pretty awesome. Douglas says, saw this morning on the Today Show a 20% chance of formation from another tropical storm. I'm not really too worried about it. Long-term forecast models actually have something trying to develop, but it doesn't look very organized. And a lot of the forecast model, there's only really one that does it. And it takes it to Mexico. And then some of the rainfall tries to get tugged up into a frontal boundary to the north, which is what I was saying when our next chance of rain might be sometime on the 27th of October. Yeah, it's that long away. So for now, I think we're pretty tropical free for a while. I think they called it on the Today Show tropical lull is what they called it. That's what Angie had. That was her graphic. Hi, Christine Tinker. Good morning, Jeff. Christine Tinker from beautiful Bryant. Good to see you on. You were on this morning with a really early hello at like 3:30, and I appreciate that. Katie says, gotta run. Tiny is demanding attention. Well, you give Tiny that attention. A big hug for me, too. Everyone have a great day. You still have a few packets of your cocoa, too. Well, this morning is a good morning for that hot cocoa. How many of you all did I tell about this cocoa? I forgot that I had told everybody about it. It's good stuff. If you need to try one for a sample, let me know. I have a ton of it. I still have so many packets of it. Amanda says garlic mustard is really good. Recently tried it on a sandwich. Yeah, it's one of my favorite. I put it on roast beef. I put it on everything. I put it on turkey. Yeah, garlic mustard. I love it. Amanda says you told everyone. I did, but I thought I told everybody on Facebook Live about the hot cocoa, but I only answered back a few people through message, though, because I said you had to message me to get the location. And I don't remember sending that many messages, but maybe I did. I get a little older, a little forgetful. Douglas, you have a good day. Sounds like you're busy again today, even though you have to get some rest. Glenda says, I'm not a coffee drinker. I have my Milo's tea in the mornings. That's great. You can have tea too. Vacation Valerie's not a coffee drinker either. She has chai tea. You do you, boo. We're good. Doesn't have to be coffee. It could be anything. It could be Dr. Pepper if you want it to be a soda instead. It's all good. As long as we get to hang out. Vacation Valerie's like, I have some. Everybody has some of this hot cocoa. That's great. I love it. Hashtag good stuff. All right, I'm going to venture out. Chelsea is in tonight, and I'm back tomorrow morning. Chelsea's back Sunday night, and pretty easy peasy forecast. Just keeping track of the temperatures, reminding everybody how chilly it's going to be for the week ahead. Don't forget about all the events taking place. Also, try to check out the comet this evening, after sunset. Look west. You may be able to see something. Teresa, time to make the donuts. Well, you go make the donuts and have a good weekend. Good afternoon. Vacation Valerie says that Jeff loves the peanut butter one. It is my favorite. We're talking peanut butter hot cocoa, and it's that good. cases. Actually, Walmart had a few flavors of that brand of cocoa last year, but not the PB. There you go. All right. I cannot check my DM right now, Douglas. When I'm on the Facebook Live, unfortunately, I can't be on both pages. And for some reason, when I go on my phone, I can't check the DMs either. So I'll check it right after I'm done, I promise. All right. On that note, I got to go. So everybody have a fantastic day. Enjoy the beautiful weather. And I will see you back here tomorrow morning, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed at 5 o'clock a.m. is when we kick off the on-air newscast. And, of course, coffee time will be on at 8 o'clock again tomorrow. And for those of you who are not familiar with coffee time and you're watching this afternoon, it's every Saturday and Sunday morning I'm here unless I'm filling in for Chelsea Saturday night or a Sunday night. Or I don't take a weekend off. But if I ever did, I wouldn't be here either. But most of the time you'll catch them in the morning on Saturday and Sunday, right around 8 o'clock. Everybody have a fantastic day. Talk with you soon.